would break the ice. Hi, Steph. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Really good.
I'm freezing.
Hi, Carol, behind the camera.
Oh, hi, Carol.
Yeah.
I'm freezing.
It's cold today.
It's very cold.
It
What
says-
the heck is going on, Mother Nature?
It's 6 degrees in my car, and I went out in like a little coat.
in little shoesies.
Me too, but I had like sandals, and then I got out of them at work and threw on my clothes though parce que c'est froid. I mean, it's cold.
It's cold.
So, the last time I saw you, you were at the center filming Mission
Yes.
Tournesol.
Yeah.
Were you tired because you were there?
I was tired, but it was so worth it. What a beautiful supper and event for Mission Tournesol. Congratulations to the organizers, to Émilie, Julie.
Did we talk about it in the news?
No, but this week it's next week we're gonna broadcast the show.
Which is fantastic. But the overall income that they raised was $28,000. Thank you to Ryan for $10,000 on that.
Yes.
And it's in there.
And it's in there.
Oh, so
right.
See.
Carol writes the news now, so
But it's all good, and everybody's doing a good job. But
yes.
Anyway, so
and a beautiful event.
it was nicely done. It was, and I just pulled my speaker. Can you hear me? I won't touch. Can you hear me? Okay. She says yes.
Okay, she says yes.
She says yes. They don't know behind like the scenes.
Yeah.
Like she's sitting.
It's inside your shirt, though.
Is it? So fix me.
Okay.
Hey man, we gotta laugh at simple.
There you go.
Okay, so I've been fixed.
There
We're
you
ready to
go.
go.
That's how
Can
we
you
do
fix
it.
this part too for me? Oh, soon.
I'm sorry.
Coming to a theater near you. All right, so we have some memories. Why don't
Yes.
you start it off, and then the next one we can maybe
Absolutely.
do it.
So the TVCTK memories this week is the picture of l'Outaouais supérieur. It's the Kipawa, a ranch on the Rivière du Nord. The animals are drinking in the water. You can see an old newspaper article, and you can see lots of cows and a farmer on the side of the.
Do you remember
lake.
the year of the article?
No, it
It's
didn't
always
say.
fun to have like a year.
I
so
do,
that-
and when I do know, like either the year or the names, I add it. But when I don't,
well,
I don't.
what we don't know,
I can't.
we don't know.
Exactly.
You know, we are the news, but we have to give you real news.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome. I love it.
Me too.
Did we have any comments on it?
No,
No comments.
no comments this week.
Nobody knows.
A few likes, but no comments.
There we go.
It's okay.
So we talk about a lot of things, Steph.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about culture. We talk about media. We talk about religion. We talk about everything. Food. Let's talk about how the community channel. It's been 36 years.
Yes.
So first, I want to start off by going 36 years,
36 years that the community channel exists.
and a lot happened in
A
36
lot
years.
happened.
So we were approached, just so you know, to write an article for the Le Reflet in Ville-Marie. And this article was compiled by both Stephanie and I, we can say.
Yes.
But 36 years of gathering information, that's huge when you have the information.
Yeah.
It's huge. I've been a part of it for quite a while, on and off. First time was like quite a long time, 8 years, and then off for a little bit, and then back on, and 16 years later, still there. But I want to say, wow, because we're still here.
We are still here.
We are still here.
We're modernized.
We have evolved with technology. We have changed location 3 times.
Change staff.
Oh my God, numerous times over. You know, yes. Let's talk a little bit about
Absolutely.
and we have TVCTK has their own website. In case you don't know, people, you know, if you're not aware of it, newcomer in town, Channel 97 is our bingo. But tvctk.com, if you go see it, we have archives, well listed, well established. You can find out a lot about what happened in the years, in 36 years.
Yes.
When we, many years ago, Steph, you weren't here and neither was Carol, we established things with the community channel. Missions, our goals, objectives, how do we stay alive?
Yeah.
And in 16 years that I've been here, I'm telling you, we've been through a lot of transitions. So we could talk a little bit. Maybe we could do is split it. I put some information in there from a letter from the president, I guess we could say.
Yeah.
You had some feedback in it.
Yes.
The one thing that I really, really like, it's, we can separate all of this. I can start and we can see where we end up with it. So we talk of 36 years of commitment and passion. Boy, is that an understatement.
Yes.
And what did we offer back? We offered a service back to the community in 2 languages. We are the province of Quebec. We can offer it technically only in 1, but we offer it back in 2. But what people might forget is we're actually regions of French, English, Indigenous.
Indigenous.
Indigenous. Indigenous, sorry.
First Nations.
First Nation is what I want to say. So it's a privilege actually for us to have what we have. Since its founding, Temiskaming Kippawa Community Television, TVCTK, it was named something else before. It was named CCTK, Community Channel Temiskaming, no.
CCTV 13.
Why? Yeah, thank you very much. My God, we'll get it. And Channel 13 had to be changed because right now, if you put it on Channel 13, you're selling houses in Rouen, so you're never going to be able to see our news.
Yeah.
We had to change it due to a Cablevision upgrade on their numerical channels. Okay, numerical, analog, digital, all of that has changed in the times of the years that we've been here. So just to let people know, it's much more than a media outlet, as we talk about. It's a living reflection of our community.
Absolutely.
What evolves, what happened around us. Mm-hmm. It's all about that. It bears to many activities that share, of course, knowledge, interests, talents, while fostering the dynamic and harmonious interaction between the French, the English, and the First Nations. So I jumped in, I spoke about it, but we're speaking about it again. What is our mission and the values? What is our mission, Steph?
It's to offer programs of public interest, to encourage constructive and balanced debate, to recognize the richness of our cultural and linguistic diversity, to help everyone make their voice heard, to highlight community life and foster communication, to promote access to education, to support artistic expression in all its form.
The reason why I got her to read this is these missions are really, really important. And we have newcomers on board. Mm-hmm. We have you, Stephanie, who's been here a year.
I've been here in total 5 years, but
you're going to explain that after.
Yes, I will.
So Stephanie was here, and now Carol is a newcomer as well.
She's the baby.
So I want to say on behalf of the board of directors,
yes,
Stephanie and Carol, welcome aboard as 36 years part of our transition to the newcomer baby, as she mentioned, and to our 5-year comer. Okay. Yes. So on behalf of myself, Jacques Rochon, Jean-Louis Soulard, who is our treasurer, Raymond Desroux, Nicole Champoux, Joyce Pigeon, Martine Dumais, Angie Iru, and Zachary Lebel. And I did read it, so I would not forget anybody, because that would make me feel horrible. We would like to thank, with the collaboration with yourself, Stephanie, who is our coordinator, and Carol, who is our assistant, as of, I believe, February 2025 came on board.
January 27th. January 27th.
January 27th. Okay, so the end of January, beginning of February. My apologies. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you for your contribution that you're giving, your time, and I have to say it fits you guys. It suits you guys. If you didn't like it, you wouldn't be here. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be here. And let me tell you, caring really goes a long way.
It does.
Because we are putting out so much. So we're bringing so much. But I strongly believe in teamwork. I'm a team player, and I see teamwork, and a great team in front of me. So thank you to you guys. Thank you to the board of directors.
Thank you to you too, Lisa,
Oh, thank
for
you.
being a pillar to
Oh, my-
TVCTK. You know, you're like the glue
That
to
keeps
the
the
team.
family together.
Keeps the family together. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you very much. That's very nice of you to say. But I'm back in it with I Care and what goes on, but I guess if I didn't like it, I wouldn't be here. anymore.
Exactly.
There was moments where I didn't want to be here, but anyway. So I want to just say, keep bringing what you do, keep doing what you do, keep it together. Because when it doesn't work, things fall behind between the cracks.
Absolutely, and it affects your work too. So that's
That's right.
why having a good team, it's easy to say, oh, you just work in front of the camera. No. When you don't have that connection with your coworkers, hosting a show in front of a camera is harder when it's not natural.
That's 100% true. And when it doesn't work, you got to make it work.
Yes.
Because remember, the most of your time spent, your 8 hours that you spend together, you probably spend more time with your colleagues
Than at home.
Than at home,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So you always have to make the best of it. I'm super satisfied of the team, super satisfied. I mean, I've had some ups and downs, but the team comes in, jumps in, does what they have to do. In 36 years, there's been phenomenal amount of changes, which we'll get into and we'll talk about it. Let's talk about when the community channel started.
The community channel was created in 1989 to televise the Lions Telethon. 36 years later, the Lions Telethon is still going strong, and we are live with the event every year.
And with this, we are now able with the Lions to do e-transfers. This is just to tell you how much we've evolved. Our equipment has changed. We bring less down to the community channel, but I remember when we used to haul down 5 little tiny TVs and a shelf and a desk and 1, 2,
big
3, 4,
heavy
5
computers.
we had computers, we had switchers, we had, oh my God, so 3 days of setup before, whereas now we can do it in
One evening,
one evening.
but with the whole team almost.
Well, yes, but it's evolved in such a great way, fantastic way. Keep going.
In 1991, it was time to submit program proposal for the community channel. So in May 1991, the community, had to fill out a form to present the topic and how they would produce the show. Committee's members were available to assist with the technical aspects. In 1991, the groups or individuals submitting a program were responsible for the narration and presentation of the show.
Wow, time has changed.
1989 is when I got married, so 36
Wow.
years.
Wow.
So 36 years that it's evolved, and yes, I remember hearing about all of this.
Wow.
Keep going.
Again, in 1991, the community channel acquired approximately $50,000 in television equipment to expand its programming. As Lisa mentioned earlier, due to the interference on Channel 12 from the local French language Radio-Canada station, it was decided to negotiate with Cablevision du Nord to move the community channel to an uninterrupted channel that was currently unused. It is highly likely that an electronic television guide program will be moved to Channel 12, then to Channel 13, which became CCTV 13.
Phenomenal. The first bingo on the community channel aired on April 23rd.
1991, and you can see the Contact newspaper ad.
Advertising the very first bingo.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And let me add to this. Knowing that we were celebrating 36 years, I've been here quite a long time. Our 35th year, our 30th year, 25 years, 20 years. We never really put anything out there. It was kind of always pushed to the side.
Discreet.
Discreet.
It shouldn't be.
we should be proud of where we've established, where we are, how come things are where we are at today. Every time we were asked, there was never anything submitted. So having these pictures, the reason why I'm bringing this up is Stephanie went back down to the museum per request to go and find whatever we can find, pictures or articles or anything in the 36 years. That's a long time. And she did. She spent a couple of hours down there.
Me, Mary-Pierre, and Carole.
Which I was going to say.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for that. That's all good. I wasn't going to forget. But I'm happy. It's all good. And she brought back some good stuff. They brought back some good stuff. I'll rephrase it.
Yeah.
And, you know, even though the past is the past and whatever may have happened, those pictures say a lot of words. Okay?
Yes.
The old bingo, the old barbecue, etc. So thank you so much, ladies, for taking the time to do that, because it has never happened. And I'll leave it at that note. I don't need to elaborate. We'll just leave it at that.
Well, in 2010, CCTV 13 changed its name to TVCTK, Télévision Communautaire de Témiscamingue-Kippawa. And another big change in 2010, the TVCTK changed by moving to a new location.
Let's talk about the location. They started off at the old, so where L'Envol is, the adult education. They started there in the basement. So they had a very small, studio open. And the telethon was held upstairs in what they had the town hall at the time. Now when you walk up there, it's all like classrooms, or it's all different. So it was pretty interesting. Small town, first televised telethon, tons of people in the hall. And I was on the camera. I remember being on the camera as a volunteer at the time, not even on board of directors.
You're like a founding mother.
I was pulling cable. Trying to get people not to step on cable. You know, so it was so funny. Founding mother.
You're one of the founding mothers.
Yes. Stephanie has, you know, this is a very inspiring journey for her, and I want her to give her feedback on it. I'm going to let her talk a little bit about herself, which is going to bring up this next paragraph. Instead of me reading it, I'm going to have Stephanie do it.
Okay.
That's you.
Okay, it's
Stephanie
me.
Roy, yes. Hello.
Hello. All right, so yes, I've been the coordinator since January 2024. Originally, I'm from Hearst, as everyone know, and I'm very proud to say when I have the opportunity. I began my media career at 13 years old at the radio station in Hearst for Sin FM. And I worked for them for 6 years, almost right at the time till I moved to Témiscamingue. And yeah, I moved to Témiscamingue in 2004. And, yes, and it's going to be 21 years. My journey here, I just want to let people know, I started at the very bottom here at TVCTK. I started as a freelancer, then a host, then a researcher, then I was able to sell publicity, and gradually I worked my way up, and after that I became in the board of directors. On the board of directors.
Correct.
And then I had the opportunity to be coordinator in January 2024, which I accepted. Absolutely, I was going to accept it. And yeah, so with the support of the board of directors, we accomplished a lot of hard work to modernize the community channel. One of the major accomplishments is the creation of the YouTube channel. Yes, Jacques Rochon did create the website. He spent numerous hours, energy, time building this website. But we were the only community television in Quebec who did not have a YouTube channel. So let's go, let's do it.
It was a huge challenge set out.
Yeah.
And it was accomplished.
It was accomplished.
How many have we put out?
We have over 1,800 videos archives in our YouTube channel website. it's a lot. Jacques did a lot, I did a lot, but it's beautiful. Go check it out. It's worth it.
At tvctk.com.
tvctk.com, or if you go on YouTube, just write TVCTK, subscribe, it's free, and it shows that, you know, to us that you're watching it. So,
It's one, what I do want to add, it's a beginning.
it's a beginning.
It's a beginning. Several new projects are going to be approached to you guys.
Yes.
When I say you guys, of course, we cannot forget Carol, who came on board, who's going to help with the transitions with you in the
Yes.
future.
Yes.
And
So just to end my little paragraph here.
no, to end your, it's the paragraph is what went out to the newspapers.
Yeah.
But you can add what you want.
So I just want to say that not being from Témiscamingue, you know, when you move from a little town to another little town later in life, you know, I didn't grow up here, so you know, I didn't feel left out, but I felt like, you know, I'm not from here. And sometimes, yeah, you feel like you didn't belong here, but TVCTK allowed me to discover and to better understand the community. And working on the archives really made me feel like I grew up here. So all my friends I've had for 20 years in Témiscamingue, I didn't know them small. But by doing that, even my husband, I've seen archives of my husband, and it's like, wow.
It's kind of like a nice refresher.
Exactly.
For history, for
Seeing
you.
my mother-in-law, you know, in her 30s and
Oh, yeah, that's true,
So
right?
it was like, oh my goodness. So it was pretty cool. So I'm very proud of my team, and I'm even more proud to be part of this beautiful community. Because when you're not from here, you know, you say it's une ville,
Say it in French.
une ville de moulins. Là.
So because people that are born and raised here, the mill being the background, they had Commonwealth. Everybody pretty much were local that were
Yes.
part of the maintain
Living in a
a developed town. I know what you want to say.
Thank you.
Anyway,
Okay.
it'll come to me. I'm so sorry.
when you're not from here, you don't have that mentality. You don't know how the mill impacted generations.
There you go.
And
That's what you had to say.
generations of family until
That's
I met
right.
my husband, because his grandfather worked at the mill. His father worked at the mill. He works at the mill. You know, my dad worked at the mill. So it
And-
was like, okay, this is much deeper than just a job. It's a way of life.
It's been founded by families
Yes.
and whatnot. And think about it: a cousin, a brother, a sister, an uncle, a grandfather.
Yeah, and you gotta
mother.
understand and
They all work
respect
there.
that when you're not from here.
Yes.
If you want to fit in. If you know, now I get it. Now I understand.
True enough.
I've been here 21 years. I get it now. But at the beginning, I didn't quite understand. I was like, it's just a mill. No, it's not just a mill.
It's the mill that developed all the people here.
All
but
the
it's
history and
people here that brought it
Yeah.
to the history here.
Yeah. So-
and you had one last comment you wanted to wish on it?
yes, so a happy 36th anniversary to my community channel, to your community channel, and let's wish another 36 years of great success. And hopefully, if my bosses agree, at 40 years, I want to do a little event.
100%.
Okay, good.
If I'm still here, 100%. If I'm not still here, and
You
I'm
will
a
participate.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
And whatever type of event we do, it's supported. Yes. So I put out a message on behalf of the president, representing the community channel, the board of directors, and everybody in general.
Yeah.
So I was on the board of directors for 9 years as a administrator, volunteer, and I hosted numerous television shows from 1998 to 2007. So we're bringing out the true age. I had taken a couple of years off from there, and then since 2009, I have served as the president role for 16 years. Long time.
Long time.
It is a long time, and I mean, we've done many changes and whatnot, and like I said, I feel my team is super. I volunteered for the telethons for 25 years. in the old City Hall where they had their first studio. So that's a long time.
Very much.
Major changes, of course, that we talked about took place, different locations, and of course, our newest addition, last addition, we hope, is this studio.
Yes.
This was a lot of work. The floor that the furniture is on, Raymond LaPlante and I did all the ceramic tiles. We gutted this place, painted it, and we did all the ceramic tiles. It's all volunteer work.
Wow.
None of us got paid. But I remember like painting in here, and we're like, we're gonna get this done. We have to do it. Hanging up boards, hanging up this, and yeah. And when we look at it, I didn't know how to lay down these ceramic tiles, so we were guided by my brother Mike with those little crosses on what to do. And now I've laid down numerous ceramic floor, either at home or whatever, helping out people, and I'm like, oh, I never forgot it. Never forgot it. So this is a memory here. This is an incredible memory. I have seen many changes from new board members, old board members, some board members that were part of the executive for a long time. When I transitioned in, I was an interim president. Unfortunately, somebody was off, Mr. Farrow was off on sick leave. And when they approached me, because I had gotten off for a reason, I believed in defending the right situation. And even to this day, I will not tolerate people on our board, our volunteers, our workers, being laughed at or ridiculed or yelled at or humiliated or transpired into some kind of a fool. I won't allow that. So when I left the board of directors, I left for the reasoning behind that. I had defense into an issue that happened, and I left for the reasoning of you will not ridicule the people. That was my reasoning. And when I came back as an interim president, because they didn't have anybody, and I was on it before, I kind of hummed and hawed, and I did come back. I have to tell you that I really thought we were going to put the key in the door. There was a lot of expenses going out the door when it should have really stayed with the community channel. When you pay people from exterior, and no offense in any way, I mean, the past is the past. We did what we had to do to stay alive, and we're still here, I believe, because of that. We were paying people to come and put the news on the community channel, and we had a coordinator there to do that at the time. Well, the coordinator was no longer there, but we had somebody there to do that. And I thought, we can't keep allowing this to happen. Thousands and thousands of dollars was going out the door when we could have kept it here.
Yeah.
So that was a big change. I remember putting my dining room table full of all the paperwork from the community channel when they asked me to come back as president. And I said, I'm going to study all the files. I was appalled. I was stunned. I was shocked to see a lot of wasted monies and a lot of not recorded monies. I'm going to say it in a good context. So we had to make changes, and some of those changes meant, okay, we have to cut this, cut this, cut this. I'm sorry, we're going to do this. And when you have to meet with people to cut from another organization, it broke my heart to do that. And it wasn't a bad thing. It was for the better to evolve the community channel. So long and short out of all of that, the people that we had met, it hurt because we were taking jobs away from them that they've had for years. But it was to support the people that was already here and to survive.
Surviving mode at that point.
And when we did meet with them afterward, like Richard Trombley, I'm going to mention it, like he phoned me and he said that was the hardest thing for anybody to do. What you did, he said, and I understand. And he said, if I was in your shoes, I would have did this thing. So it was hard. I mean, I made the coordinator sit with me while we met with these people, but today, 16 years later, I can say that honestly, we're comfortable.
We survived.
We survived. Financially, we knock on doors all the time for grants, our revenues from our bingos, filling in forms, everything that we need to, our sponsors.
Our clients.
So we had to do what we did and look where we are today.
Yes.
And I know we're talking a lot right now on the news about this, but we are talking 36 years.
Yes.
So I apologize if our news is going to be a little longer. I'm trying to fill in the blanks on this. I just want to say as a last message, I'm super proud of the team that we've put together. And I also feel that we have some younger generation have come up, great ideas, great involvement, volunteer work. But everybody's idea is great. Nobody has a wrong idea. We just have to listen to it, acknowledge it, see what the board decides. If it's an approval, go for it and make it work. That's my strategy. I don't know if it's a good one, but that's my strategy. We're fully bilingual. So few of the community channels across Canada are fully bilingual. 36 years to me is a very, very long time with incredible memories that have been made and will be made. So I'm hoping that we keep it going for as long as we can keep it going. Incredible events that took place and more powerful events to come.
Yes.
Over time, I think we've done the same and upgraded all our equipment that we talked about. And again, we're going to bring in Jacques on this. I know he doesn't like that. And we are a board of director and we make decisions together. But he spent a lot of time here and filling in the forms and the programming and everything that he did. So he does deserve a recognition. We have recognized him before, but we're going to do it because this is an honorary thing. The last thing that I want to say about the 36-year anniversary is I think that we should be super proud as a town of whether you get along with the people that are here or weren't here or whatnot, make it work. Because if we lose this, we lost one media before.
Yeah.
And that was the newspaper, the Contact. Let us not lose our community channel. Because once we lose it,
It's gone.
You never get it back.
Exactly.
And I remember back about 5 years ago, I was invited to Carleton University, all the Media Canada. Media radio, newspaper, television. One representative per area. So we went, we were well received, but we had to, everybody was there to troubleshoot, brainstorm, and it was all covered by the government. So we can make things better. Where your revenue came in, what did you do to survive your bingos? What did you do for this? And you were put in all together. And I remember getting up to speak about our area and saying how bilingual we were and whatnot. And one person stood up and he said, I would give anything to have a bilingual studio. So that made me really proud because there was not many. We're talking from the East Coast, West Coast, all of Abitibi. We're talking all of Quebec and Canada that went to there. So it was huge. So it was an honor too. It was big. And that's all I want to say because, we're supposed to be talking about things. We probably could have just made a show on the 36 years, not the news. But I'm proud, and I'm proud to have you guys on our team, and I'm proud to be part of the team.
So do I. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Oh, Carol sends us
Carol
hearts.
is hearting us.
She's hearting us. That's so cool. That's so cool. So, okay, that's it for the news.
That's it. Not for the news.
Well, that's it for the 36
topic.
years. Yes, because remember I talked to you when I said we had a lot of people. We've had a photographer. We've had different coordinators, different presidents, different 36 years of transitional time.
Yeah.
That evolved to the best.
To the best.
We are the best.
So cheers to 36 years.
Cheers to 36 years.
Cheers. Cheers, Carol.
Oh, where's our drinks? Oh, none.
Cheers.
Show off.
water.
She had to have one, eh?
It's water.
All right, let's talk about it.
So, welcome to the open book of May 8th.
Yes. So yes, May 8th.
May 8th, 2025.
Yes.
So the first news this week is the activity at the Municipal Library for Mother's Day. It is today, Thursday, from 4 to 6:30
Oh,
at the library.
cool.
Yeah, it's a mom and kids night. So no reservation required. For Mother's Day, they invite mothers and their children to a sweet and creative evening. Here's a great way to say, I love you, Mom, while sharing a special moment. Come and create beautiful Mother's Day cards and craft together. Inspire.
My French tongue can't say that.
I can't even talk. Inspirational.
Inspirational, thank you. Books on the theme of mothers will also be featured for the occasion.
Okay, cool. The Zecresti Go, we knew that the Maniwaki Road was closed on April 30th at kilometer 9. It has been repaired by Norm LaBranche, and I think they're going to be coming in to fix the
temporarily.
culverts and when it's temporary. So, he did it, and say thank you when you see him.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so a reminder, temporary, the car shelters. So the town of Temiskaming reminds you that the deadline for removing temporary car shelters was set for last Wednesday, April 30th, in accordance with current regulations. Thank you for your cooperation.
And and don't forget, this is a municipality law. I'm going to let you read the next one, please.
The MRC of Temiskaming meeting in the regular meeting on April 30th, the members of the MRC of Temiskaming Council took a position of several major regional issues in addition to authorizing projects that will contribute to the economic, tourism, and social development of the regions, and one of them is the Country Fest.
Kippawa Country Fest.
Kippawa Country Fest.
Coming back.
So when is it? It's on Friday, August 15th at 8 p.m. Featuring the Great Canadian Road Trip, Michelle Wright, Doc Walker, and Jason McCoy. On the Country Fest stage it's going to be them at 8 o'clock on Friday night.
More to come.
More to come.
That's right.
Because it's a whole weekend. Mm-hmm. So embark on an unforgettable musical adventure with 3 iconic Canadian country artists, Doc Walker, Michelle Wright, and Jason McCoy. Doc Walker, with his hit singles, Doc Walker brings to life the very essence of Canadian country music. Their energetic performance and catchy songs will have you singing along on the highway.
Yes.
Michelle Wright, a country music icon. She's a soulful voice, and heartfelt lyrics have made her a beloved figure in Canada and beyond. Her timeless classics will be the perfect soundtrack for your trip to Canada. And Jason McCoy, he's a solo singer and frontman of the Road Hammers. Jason McCoy is a Canadian country music legend. His dynamic stage presence and catchy songs will keep you moving from start to finish. So we'll also let you know that Sam Harvey will be our host for the weekend of the Country Fest, which is August 15th, 16th, and 17th, 2025.
Perfect. Country Fest is back.
Yay!
So, Station Service Ville de Temiskaming, in Temiskaming. Station Service is the one right in front of Uniprix. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, new weekly special is from May the 5th to the 9th. Buy a breakfast sandwich and get a coffee or a juice for $1. New owners, new specials.
Mr. Wells.
Mr. Wells. Yes.
Wade.
Yes.
I always get mixed up between the...
Dale and Wade?
Yes.
This one's Wade.
Okay, Mission Tournesol was a great success.
It was. Mm-hmm. I loved it.
Despite the difficult economic situation facing the people of Temiskaming, this third edition of the Spaghetti Dinner and Show for Mission Tournesol was a success. These people with kind-hearted, grateful, and very generous. Thank you and congratulations to the organizer, Émilie Bénard and Julie Denomé. And altogether, they raised $28,701.23. Good job, guys.
Good job.
Good job.
Question of the week.
Yes, ma'am.
Who do you think will win the Stanley Cup this year? I didn't even put mine in.
No?
So I don't know what the comments are because I didn't even see it because I just didn't have a chance. So I don't want to see it. Who do I think will win the Stanley Cup? I'd love a Canadian team.
Oh, of course.
We all do because we're just being biased. But I almost want to say Dallas.
Eh.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eh.
Who do you say?
Well,
Oh my God! Somebody put Dallas too.
my team's out.
Les Sénateurs, they're
Ottawa Senators are playing
Are
golf.
out. So Montreal's out.
So you have Edmonton Oilers, Toronto Maple Leaf, or
The Jets.
The Jets.
So the Jets had an awesome comeback.
They
did you see that?
I watch every game.
Okay. But oh my God, Dan's gonna be so proud of me for saying this, but I hope the Maple Leaf they win just because they haven't won since 1967. And just because of that, I think it's their time, you know, and they have good players. It's good.
I think the Maple Leaf will.
You think the Maple Leaf?
Well, I hope.
Okay.
But any Canadian team, I'd be stoked.
I want to say the Toronto Maple Leaf too is strong in my opinion, and the Jets too. I said Dallas because they're not even my team, and I didn't even see this. Okay.
Okay.
I just think by looking at their stats,
Okay.
looking at everything happening, that's how I feel too.
And what does our community think?
Okay, so Zachary LaBelle. Oh, Florida Panthers.
Nah.
That's I would
Yeah.
have probably went in with that too. Kenny Morris, Dallas. Bertrand Jalina, Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton, he says. Anne Burby, hoping it's a Canadian team. We all do. We all do, right? Gracie Foubert. Of course, Gracie would say Toronto Maple Leafs because that's her favorite team. Way to go, Gracie. Proud of you, girl. Pat Brassard. I'm hoping a Canadian team wins, but the Dallas Stars are a go.
Okay.
Okay, see? And I didn't even get to put my comment or see it.
Yeah.
Jake Chenier, Edmonton Oilers. I'm not surprised for Jakes. And Lucille Lavarne, Toronto Maple Leafs.
Okay.
So
So we'll see between Dallas and
Well,
the Maple Leaf there.
when you think about it, there's only 1, 2, 3 of us, 4, including me, that's an outside team.
Yeah.
A U.S. team.
A non-Canadian.
A non-Canadian team. All right. Okay.
Okay, the thought of the week. So, greet the blank canvas of a new beginning with an open heart and a curious mind. Each dawn is a new opportunity to paint your life with vibrant colors of hope, love, and joy. Trust the universe plan for you and believe in the strength of your heart to navigate this exciting journey. Forget the doubts and fears of the past and move forward with courage and determination.
Love it.
Embrace the unknown with a spirit of adventure, knowing that new beginnings hold the promise of infinite possibilities just waiting to unfold. Today marks the beginning of a magnificent chapter in your story, and I believe in your ability to make it shine.
I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I was going to say something.
Me?
You?
What were you gonna say?
When you were reading it, a thought came to my mind.
Okay.
A thought process, but I forgot it, so
Oh.
it doesn't matter. But it was just something I was going to say. Oh, it does have a lot to do with this. People, keep in mind, it's not easy to get news and get information. So when the girls go out and they get stuff and we bring you this, it's one, to fulfill the time, but two, it's a change. Instead of just giving events and that, it's nice that we do memory of the week or thought of the week.
Your question of the week.
Question. It's just also to
Happy
make
birthdays.
Is to include the community in our show.
exactly. Stop taking my words.
Aw,
but I
where's
lost
mine?
But I
Where's mine
lost
to
my
go?
words, so I'm glad you came up with them. Good job. We have some birthdays.
We do.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
I know this girl on
Yeah.
May 9th. She's from the Legion. She's the president. Mary Chaput is celebrating her birthday.
And she has a birthday twin from the Legion, from the Darts, and it's Leah Foucault.
Or or Roland Beaupre, everybody thought.
No.
Well, when they both put ponytails up, black
Oh,
hair,
okay,
black
but,
shirts,
oh, yeah.
everybody thinks they're sisters.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but Marie Chaput and Leah Foucault are birthday twins.
And birthday twins. Touche. So I won't say her name because they're birthday twins. Diane Robichaud and Jackie Drouin.
On May 10th, we didn't have anyone. If it's your birthday on May 10th,
Happy birthday.
On May 11th, happy birthday to Tanya Lessard and Diane Gingras.
On May 12th, Cassandra, I love that name. Sorry, just how I'd say it, but Cassandra Daou, Terry Hodgson, and Shelley Puckett.
On May 13th, happy birthday to Marianne Small-Chenier.
May 14th, Hélène Tremblay and Angie Janvaux.
And May 15th, happy birthday to Sean Desjardins and Kimberly Latour.
We had a bingo last night. Was that our last bingo? A couple of nights ago.
No, but next bingo is the last one.
Okay. So I think we did a record because
I think we did too.
Talk about this bingo,
At 7:17, I was home.
which is never happens on a special
No,
bingo.
usually I'm home at
7:30.
20 to 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. Okay.
But not last bingo. So the bingo special, the 33rd ball called was the special bingo winners. We had two bingo winners, Roseanne Perrier and no, c'est pas vrai.
Roseanne Young and Rose Perrier.
Thank you. I switched the
Teamwork.
names.
Teamwork.
And then at the 48th ball,
The grand winner called, and it's Tony Boucher, and he won by himself.
Nice. Nice.
$4,000 to himself.
So good job,
Yeah.
Angie, Stephanie, and Martine was here.
Yes.
So good job to you guys. And as we mentioned, one more bingo to go. We can't thank you enough for sponsoring us, and our sponsors, of course, is McGizzy Gas. Thank you. Gee, I'm really struggling today. So you know where you can get your cards: Lakeview, Stop 102, IGA, Crevier, Uniprix, Rose et Compagnie, Dandy's, Esso, Thorn, Post Office, Madame Joyce here at the studio. Don't ask me. I can tell you where you can get them, but I don't have cards. And that's it, right?
Yes.
Okay, but thank you for helping out with the bingos.
Yes. And thank you to our McGizzy Gas for sponsoring
Yes.
the bingo. Thank you to Carol Woods, mental health worker, Tree of Life, for sponsoring this show. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, Carol. You're welcome. Okay, and how are we going to finish this?
We're going to finish the show with the old archives from Le Contact, the newspaper archives that we'll show you right now.
Back in the day, they did a barbecue and they sold the hamburgers for
$1.
$1.
Wow.
Can't do that now.
No.
But maybe
you
$2.
can. Well,
Depends. But in 5 years, as you mentioned, or 4 years, we're going to do one big celebration.
yes.
40 years is a long time.
Hopefully do an event and hopefully have the community to come check out the...
We're going to figure it out.
we're going to figure it out.
All right. On that note, I want to wish everybody a great week.
Thank you for hosting with me.
Well, thank you for hosting with me. It's so funny.
Have a good week, guys. Bye-bye.